Alright, what's up my friends? Welcome back. And we're trying out a new deck that I brewed up last night. And didn't this 5-0 a couple weeks ago? I mean, I don't think so. I built it last night. I mean, obviously someone could have built a similar deck to it. Who knows? But regardless, anyway, we're playing a deck based around Dawn of Hope. I think a really, really good card. Similar to Sacred Mesa and things like that. And we're playing... What does Dawn of Hope want? It wants to gain life, and it wants a lot of mana. Okay? And our goal here is we're playing kind of like a mono-white control deck. We have, Dawn of Hope. We have Fountain of Renewal, which is obviously insane with Dawn of Hope, and it's a fine life gain card in general. And then we have a lot of good control cards. We have Seal Away, and Ixalan's Binding, and Cleansing Nova. Usual Wrath stuff, but instead of playing like blue and Teferi and card draw effects, you're playing Treasure Map. We're playing 2 copies of Urza's Tome. It's kind of an experiment. It's 2 mana, 3 mana to draw a card, and then if you exile historic cards from your graveyard, you do not have to loot. So we can loot away our bindings and stuff in our control matchups and stuff like that. We're playing 4 Powerstone Shard, a little bit of ramp, and then the one thing that Dawn of Hope really wants is lots of mana. And Powerstone Shard does that. So we're trying out that. And we can go curve, turn 2 map, turn 3 shard, scry, which is cool. We are playing a slight nombo here in Karn, Scion of Urza, and the Immortal Sun. Immortal Sun, powerful card this format, especially against the Golgari decks, turning off Orazca and Vivian and so on and so forth. And pumps... The creature pump is actually relevant because we have our Dawn of Hope tokens, our Memorial of Glory tokens, and possible Karn tokens. We draw 2 cards a turn, which is great. Our spells cost less. So this is a pretty powerful card. Again, it's a slight nombo with Karn, but if we have either one of these in play, I think we're pretty happy. And Karn seems really good in this deck. I honestly just couldn't decide what I wanted to play. If I wanted to play Karn or the Immortal Sun. Because Karn seems very good in this deck too. We're playing a lot of artifacts. It's card advantage. Karn just seems great in this deck. So we're trying both. Obviously, if we have one in play and going, we're not going to be unhappy. So that's that. The Mana Compass, I think, takes too long to get lands in play. And to resub, thank you very much. We also get to play a lot of cool lands. 4 Memorial of Glory. This card's actually really, really good. Doesn't really have a home in Standard. We're playing 2 Arch of Orazca, another card draw engine. Obviously, we're going to have City's Blessing pretty fast, probably. And we have 4 of the Zhalfirin Void. Nice little scry land, which is nice, too. So, that's the main deck. Also playing Revitalize. Little life gain. It's good with Dawn of Hope. I think it's pretty cool. And why Urza's Tomb over Azor's Gateway? What? And Divine Visitation. I mean, I don't think we need that card. Again, as we saw in the last Elf deck, things that you play but don't affect the board are not great. So, Sideboard's got a lot of heavy hitters. Silent Gravestone, we can exile our Drake opponent's graveyards. Sorcerous Spyglass against Planeswalkers. We have Tocatli Honor Guard against all the green-black decks and various Explore decks. We have Shield Mare against Mono Red. This card's really good. History of Benalia against control decks. It's a way to pressure them. I wouldn't mind the 4th History, but I couldn't figure out what to put in. Karn and an extra Nova against the green decks. I don't think we need Field of Ruin. We have answers to Search, and Search is not that popular, so I don't think we need Field of Ruin. But deck seems super sweet, and yeah, I'm excited to play this one. It seems cool. Let's go. Add blue for counterspells. Yeah, maybe. I think that we have a reasonable amount of good cards against control. We have Treasure Map, we have the looting thing, we have Karn, we have Immortal Sun. The control decks also struggle to beat Dawn of Hope, honestly. Like, just play turn 2 Dawn of Hope. What are they going to do? You know? Yeah, without Hallowed Fountain, the blue splash is pretty tough too, so. Yeah, Dawn of Hope. The big thing is that Dawn of Hope is just really, really, really good. This is a card that will win you any long game with enough mana and time. And we're going to make sure it's good in our other matchups as well. If your deck is fast, we're going to kill all the creatures. If your deck is slow, we're going to Dawn of Hope them. So, we'll see. It's an idea. I sketched it out last night. We'll see how it goes. This deck is totally untested. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. We'll find out. If you're tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. Welcome. If you haven't followed on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. If you haven't followed on Twitter, make sure you follow on Twitter. On Twitch, Twitter's good too, but I think Azor's Gateway sucks, personally. So, all right, well, we have our fix here. We need some lands, but we can keep this. I was in Jersey. I was nice from the stream at Anna. Yeah, it was great. I talked to Anna for a brief moment outside in the lobby. Love meeting everyone whenever I can. Obviously, GPs are very big, so. Fountain of Renewal, let's go. Mono Blue Poopers is probably a very bad matchup for us. Not gonna lie. This deck, Mono Blue Poopers, is very, very good against. Oh my god, they have their good draw too. Alright, well, no Spell Pierce, please. Or that other card. If they draw this card, their deck's actually really, really, really good. So. Alright, well. Please no Dive Down or Spell Pierce, or we probably can't win. Oh, we can't win. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, our deck's going to have a lot of trouble beating the card Spell Pierce. It's just a 1-mana counterspell for every card in our deck. So, I really hate this mono blue deck. So I tend to play slow decks. Alright, I mean, like, there's no way they don't draw a counterspell for this Wrath of God. So, yeah, not good. When the mono blue deck has their 1-drop into Obsession interaction draw, it's really, really hard to beat them. Unless you're playing aggressive stuff. Oh my god. Worst matchup for mono blue? I mean, can't imagine they're great against the Drake deck, honestly. Yeah, I mean, we're just actually dead. So, do we pay 2 life here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Pay 2 mana? I guess we do. Honestly, Isolate doesn't seem terrible in this matchup. I could buy Isolate. I mean, we're just going to untap and play a Wrath and get a countered and die, so whatever. Mono Red's also very good against Mono Blue, yeah. Mono Blue struggles heavily with Mono Red. Isolate's a cool one. That is definitely a cool card. I wonder if they drew a counterspell or not. Yeah, I just really hate this mono blue deck with a passion. Oh my god, they cast Opt and not a counterspell. Oh no! They might have not had it. Oh my god! They tapped a blue, and the only card they could possibly have is Spell Pierce there. They had it. They definitely had it. It's fine. They definitely had it, like for sure. There's no way they didn't have a counterspell. They play Opt now too? Alright. How do we beat this mono blue deck? Don't think we can. Board out the Immortal Sun. Board in Histories, I guess. Maybe Shield Mare. We just can't beat, like, if they just have the counterspell package, we just can't really beat it. I'm gonna bring in these and cut the Novas because they just have a million counterspells. They play Opt as the 5th Spell Pierce. Yep, it's funny. I get it. I suppose Tome is kind of slow in this matchup. Maybe we just leave the Wraths in. Just cut like the Karns. I mean, this feels really, really bad. I think Azor's Gateway kind of sucks. And the Tome is going to just draw us a card a lot of the time. So we'll just have artifacts in our graveyard. That's a thought, at least. I don't know. First draft, you know? Alright. I mean, this hand's definitely pretty reasonable. If they have their good draw again, we can't really win, but... And they just definitely had the... they definitely had the counterspell, folks. Don't worry about it. Dawn of Hope or leave up Seal Away? Yeah, we're just going to go here. No Curious Obsession. Wow. We're just firing off here, so... Chop one head off and two more will take its place. Hail Hydra. I think history here. We kind of need to clock them, so... I mean, they're not going to counterspell a Seal Away on their crappy 1/1. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, well, no Obsession means that, like, we're in pretty fine shape, I think. I'm not sure why they wouldn't opt pre-combat for an Obsession, but... Like, Obsession is by far the most important card. Without Obsession, like, their deck is a pile of pretty crappy cards, but when there's a lot of them, they win easily. Without a lot of them, they struggle, so... Alright, let's play Shard here. Play Dawn of Hope and just keep going. We have some creatures and removal spells. So, I think it's likely they have a counterspell here, but this is fine. Dawn of Hope isn't actually that important in this matchup. It's just so slow. Alright. Yeah, like if it's just a 1/1 unblockable, you know, it's not really much to be scared about. Tempest Jin. Alright, so the question is, do they have a... What's it called? Dive Down? Opt again. We're not conceding a response this time, opponent. Alright, this feels pretty good for us. Opt Scryed bottom. We're attacking for 8. We have Seal Away. We have mana. They only have word 16. Concede. They have opt. Bottom again. Morning, everyone. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. Don't. Oh, you clipped the opt thing. Oh, now you're going to show everyone. It's almost like I'm broadcasting myself live on the internet, so all my mistakes are public information. That's a pretty fine draw. Again, they probably have the counterspell and just casting opt for show value. Or they could have just drawn it. Yeah, we haven't died to an opt yet this game, so... Yes, that is a good card too, Wizard's Retort. All new subs, correct. We have a private Discord chat server for subs only. Check it out. Link your Twitch and Discord. Information's in chat. They are out of ops, so they cannot win this game because they have cast all 4 ops, and I cannot concede in response to an opt anymore, so... Chart, of course. Whatever. I think we're far past the point of our opponent being able to win, yeah. I mean, the most important, like, turn 1, 2, and 3 are so important for this deck. It's unbelievable. So if they can't get off the ground, they really can't win. Thanks, Tortoise. Yeah, we're going to leave it as is. Maybe we want Karn over Nova. Actually, you know what? I like that better. We're never going to resolve a Nova. Let's just Karn, try to put some threats in play and kill them. Mission briefing opt. Good start to the day. Good start to the day. I'm going to keep. It's not good, but we have a Scry on 2. We have Settle. Like, it just doesn't get a ton better. On the draw, I'm just going to keep. If we had, like, that 1-mana removal spell in our deck, and I felt like we had good cards to draw to, I'd be fine mulligan. That's a good draw. But it's not like we're mulliganing to an ace or something, you know? Please don't play Possession. Please don't play Obsession. They definitely play Obsession, obviously. They just don't have this card. Their deck sucks, you know? But when they have it, it's like unbeatable. If you're playing, especially if you're playing a slow deck. We're dead. So good. As you play History and they counter it, that's fun. I kind of have to counter History. Like, that's fun. And a Trickster too? Wow. Just run back-to-back settles, I guess. Fountain of Renewal. We're going to bottom that. Well, they only have 6 cards in hand. I wonder if they have a counterspell. Stable Stroke, yeah. I mean, obviously we don't care if the Tamer counters a settle because I want to kill the stupid Obsession creature, so... Fountain of Renewal. Yeah, I mean, we are pretty dead here. Again, beating this deck seems almost impossible with our deck as it's currently configured because we are just a slow control deck where they can Spell Pierce and Stable Stroke every card we have. And just beat this Mono Blue deck just destroys any sort of slow control deck. Like, it's not even fair, honestly. Are they out of counterspells? No way. Oh my god. So you're saying there's a chance they have 5 cards in hand and none of them are counterspells? I mean, Tempest Djinn is pretty good at killing us, possibly. Oh my god. Alright, well, we're essentially dead because we died of literal everything. Maybe we just draw a card here off the fountain. Try and draw a Seal Away, I guess. Can't draw a Binding. We need to draw exactly Seal Away. Okay, they didn't play a Lance. They have 4 spells in their hand. That's pretty wild. So we get to do this instead and block this thingy. How do they have 4 spells in their hand and just not have a counterspell? I don't understand. It's very, very weird. We can't beat Storm Tamer either, so we need to draw. I boarded the Rat's out actually. We don't have anything. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, like, our deck full of sorcery speed, expensive non-creatures can almost never beat the mono blue deck. We might have won game 1. I probably just threw that game away, even though they probably just didn't have it. They could have drawn it off opt, but yeah, I mean, I think our sideboard would need that 1-mana spell to beat this deck. I think it actually would be really, really good if we had like 3 of that card. But as our deck is currently built, we cannot beat the mono blue deck. It's almost impossible, I think. So that's fine. That's fine. I mean, if you asked me that going in, I would have said yes. We definitely lose to mono blue, so we lost to mono blue. It's fine. With an extra seal away and like 2 or 3 copies of that 1 mana spell, I think it's definitely winnable. So our sideboard needs to be changed a little bit. It's possible we just don't need Gravestone. Yeah, I think Gravestone and Spyglass aren't really necessary. We can shave those down. Maybe the extra Karn and the extra Wrath isn't necessary either. So we can find room for sure. It's fine. Is what it is, you know? It's not exactly unexpected. We don't want to splash any colors in this deck. Well, first off, mono blue is not one of those popular decks in the format. I played 13 rounds at the GP last weekend, didn't play against it once. I don't think I saw it once, honestly. It is a popular budget deck. It's not one of the most popular decks in the format. It's a small part of the metagame, and frankly, it just wasn't really considered when we were building the deck. So that's a deck building mistake. It's our first draft, and our next draft will fix that. Yeah, obviously to see if they ball in the GP that I get it. The deck it's obviously a deck. It is a real deck, but it is not extremely popular. So it's not something you should worry about too much. But alright, we're gonna bottom that. Opponent's playing some Grixis stuff. It's definitely a popular arena deck because it is very, very cheap to make. Alright. We're just chilling. Ixalan's Binding, very, very good in this matchup. Little Powerstone, little Carnage. If they play a Nicol Bolas this turn, it's fine. We pitch the Revitalize, binding it. It's cool. Yeah, Nassif is also very good. That is true. Alright. So we're going to dump this Revitalize. I think we're in pretty good shape in a matchup like this. Again, Ixalan's Binding is a big draw to this deck. Ixalan's Binding is really, really good. Like, if you Ixalan's Binding, like, one of the Drakes in the Drake deck, like, that's like half their threats right there, you know? Isolate does sound very good against that deck. I'm impressed with the idea. Land? I mean, they might have Syncopate, but I'm just gonna Slam Jam. I guess we have Karn also. I mean, whatever. Like I said in the deck tech, it's obviously a Nombo here, but if we have one in play, I'm pretty happy. So, wasn't sure if I wanted to play Karn or the Immortal Sun, but again, if one is going, we are probably winning. We have 2 Karns in our deck. We have 2 Immortal Suns, and if they counter this, it's fine too. Chemistry's Insight? Sure. I don't think that Grixis deck has a way to remove this. They might have Dream Eater, but that'd be kind of annoying. But there's a large variety in the Grixis decks as far as what they're playing. Are they playing counter spells? Are they playing sorcery speed stuff? Are they playing disinformation campaign? Are they playing a lot of red, a little bit of red? Looks like a lot of red here, but card's pretty good once it's in play. So again, the creature pump effect is not. Ooh. Dream Eater targeting. They hit the Immortal Sun. I'm just gonna binding the Dream Eater, and they're gonna be really, really low on win conditions. So they bounce the binding on the Nicol Bolas. I mean, we'll have to discard a card, I guess, but whatever. So everything here seems fine for us. All right. The Void. Urza's Tome. I think I want that. All right, so we're just going to. I think we're gonna. We Karn? No, we're short of Karn actually. We're just binding this, whatever. So now there's I can't cast Nicol Bolas or Dream Eater. So they're probably down to Doom Whisperer as a win condition, and that should not be hard to handle. Again, I think Ixalan's Binding is really, really good and a very, very large draw to this deck. Doom Whisperer? Dispersal? Each opponent returns a non-permanent they control with Ivor's mana cost of permanents and then discards hand. Wow. That's not bad. So we can discard 2 cards for Nicol Bolas. That's kind of a tilt. Okay. So I don't want to bounce Dream Eater because I'll just be able to scry again and then bounce the other binding. So we're going to bounce this, I guess. And then we have to discard a card. So we'll discard Karn and Seal Away, I guess. Kind of sucks. Although I can, if I draw a land, I can go Binding plus Karn. Yeah, I'll discard Seal Away. And discard Karn. That's pretty good. Alright. We have Urza's Tome now, too, which is pretty sweet. And hopefully they don't make us discard. It may do us at the end of the world. Like, we have a card draw engine in play. Disable Stroke. They could have Stroke, sure. And they've gotten like 3 cards out of us with discard effects, but what is this? The Eldest Reborn? I have no creatures and no planeswalkers in play. Again, part of the allure of playing this deck is that. It's also an argument for the Immortal Sun over Karn, is cards like this and Vraska's Contempt and things of that nature. I mean, they could have a counterspell here. If they do, they do. What are we going to do? I mean, opponent's deck seems poorly constructed. Just a bunch of sorcery speed stuff, and the sabotages just all seems really weird. But, alright, whatever. And we have our Tome. We have no cards to discard. They can return our Karn, I guess, which is annoying, but we can exile it. That's true also. Right now, Eldest Reborn has done nothing. It's been 5 mana, do nothing. And it does target, so there's currently no creatures in their graveyard. Flashback Insight. Alright, so that's pretty cute. So they put a Dream Eater in the graveyard so they can get it back with Eldest Reborn and bounce something, which is fine. Dispersal. I mean, it's whatever, I guess. I think we're in trouble. I should get the Dream Eater back, maybe. We have discarded anyway, so this has been a pretty awkward game, I'm not gonna lie. They can't make us discard yet. Just gonna play the map and say go. Card had been surprisingly good against us. Usually the back part of his card is not cast very often. I would have had to discard both bindings if I did that. Discard a binding to the spell, and then a binding to the nickel bowls, and they bounce the other binding. Alright, I'm just going to ship here. Yes, we can remove the Karn. They're probably going to get their Dream Eater back, though, so... Bin Contempt Summit. Alright, they're bouncing treasure map. So we scry. Dawn of Hope is what we're looking for. That's going to go on top. Alright, so they bounce that. I mean, they can flip Nicol Bolas, obviously, which is a real pain, but it's been a very peculiar game. We have 2 more bindings in our deck. We gotta find them. This card's a common, actually. It's not an uncommon. So they're going to reanimate our Karn. It seems like a very poor choice, given that we can just eat it. That's good for us. That's also good for us. So, play a Shard. Now we'll have 4 mana off the Shards. Play Map, play Dawn of Hope. Right, hold on. We have 2/4, we have 8 mana. Yeah, Map, Dawn of Hope. Start making tokens. Yeah, only 6 cards in hand, but yeah. Well, no cards here, opponent. Make a token. First of many. 2, 4, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we're going to upkeep Scry. Second Dawn of Hope seems unnecessary. Draw Cleansing Nova. Alright, we can hold on. I mean, they're going to probably make us lose that at some point anyway. Alright, let's attack Nicol Bolas. I don't want to make more tokens anyway, so we're going to have 1 token, 2 tokens, and 2 mana. Yeah, we're going to draw a card if they don't kill this. They're going to kill it. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I think the card that turns tokens into 4/4 angels is unnecessary. Dawn of Hope wins the game by itself. It's a do nothing 5 mana card. Thought Eraser. Erasure. Yeah. Obviously, the card in our hand was not going to stay there for long, so... Dawn of Hope is a lot different than Assembled Legion. Dawn of Hope is a card draw engine also. It's also very cheap. 2 mana is very easy to deposit that into play on turn 2 before anything really happens. Decking our opponent? We need some more removal spells to do that, but it's not impossible. Boot to the head. Happy birthday, my friend. John's birthday is tomorrow. Moment of craving a token. Sure. That's a good draw. Vraska's Contempt on our soldier. So now, do we cast Seal Away now or on their turn? I'm going to cast it on their turn in response to them. Oh no, they're going to draw. Yeah, I cast it now, I think. This is a very aggressive counterspell. I think they recognize they need to kill us, though. They're going to lose, so... I mean, if they can use a spot removal spell to kill 2 creatures every turn for the rest of the game, I guess we're going to lose, but... There's another Nicol Bolas, sure. No, not that one. Arch of Orazca. I think we need to find a Wrath here. Let's bottom that. Or some kill spell of some kind. We're going to upkeep Scry also. Fountain of Renewal. Yeah, that's cool, but not really what we're at the moment. Alright, well, we are going to attack Nicol Bolas, and they're going to kill one, and we're probably going to die. But we can draw a card off Urza's Tome, too. Alright, they are going to Vraska's Contempt another token. We can draw a card here. Yes, please. Fountain of Renewal. That's not going to do it. How about Urza's Tome? Nope, we're dead. So pretty awkward game, honestly. They spent about 16 mana and 6 cards to only kill tokens, and they used the dispersal effects to win what I thought was an unlosable game for us, honestly, with all those Ixalan's bindings. But dispersal proved to be very, very good. Interesting. We're going to bring in our histories. We're going to cut some number of settles and novas. I'm going to cut the novas completely. I like another Karn. Maybe leave in all 3 settles and just cut these Revitalizes. Honor Guard? No. Maybe. Stops the Dream Eater and the Nicol Bolas. It's just like a stupid 1/3 though. Just sucks. How do we win? We make tokens with Dawn of Hope and kill them. Also, Karn and Memorial and so on and so forth. Those dispersals were just so brutal that game. Like, I really feel like it's the only card that they beat us with. Every other card just didn't matter. I don't think you want Silent Gravestone. Alright, try it again. My hand was really good that game, too. Hour keeping. Void. I'll take Memorial to Glory. It's fine by me. Maybe we're a little heavy on removal still. Maybe we didn't need those settles. The problem was if we just killed one of those like if we just killed that Dream Eater, I think the game was fine. We had everything we needed in play. We just died because they killed us before we could get it going, you know? Thought Erasure. Alright, it's annoying. Take History here for sure. I made day 2 at GP New Jersey, but I had a rough last few rounds. I was like 10-3 at some point, or 9-3, but we lost. Probably just dump this and draw a card. Once they board too and they have Duresses into gates, this seems hard. Oh my god. This is another matchup I didn't really have in mind when I built this deck. I was mostly thinking of like the Drake deck, of early creature decks, and of Golgari. You know, our opponent having a million Thought Seizes and counterspells is probably bad for us. That's a good draw. What deck did I play at the GP? You gotta read my articles on CoolStuffInc.com, alright folks? Guys, CoolStuffInc.com, my new home on the web, best place to buy all your games. Bam. Carnage Timer, Golgari. I did a video, pre and post deck. This is the actual list that I played in the GP, and links in chat. Check it out. Dunkin' Dinos ended up being really bad against Green Black, unfortunately, and Green Black's the most played deck in the format. So, Rock, thanks for the sub, appreciate that. Welcome. We're gonna Karn here. I kind of want to cast Dawn of Hope before they can Thought Seize it, but they've already cast 2 Thought Seizes, so just resolve this Karn. Arch and the Immortal Sun. Combo. I think it's actually very good versus Jeskai. But alright, they have Nicol Bolas. Wheels! New sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome. I mean, we have double Seal Away here. Imagine they have a counterspell or something. Dump the extra Arch. Can use Nightmare's Thirst against Planeswalkers. I don't know what Nightmare's Thirst is. That's the combo. Let's find a land here. What's up, Alex? Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Appreciate it. Welcome. All my YouTube peeps. Rock is Mitch from Dallas, playing since Shards of Alar. Favorite card is Coiling Oracle. Favorite deck is Modern Elves. What's up, Mitch? And resub by 1-2. Resub. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate it. The only thing better than a new sub is a returning sub. Welcome back.
Holy crap,
Alright,
dude.
we need to resolve Dawn of Hope for sure. Would have loved to have drawn a land there. Unfortunately, we did not. Karn's usually very good at finding lands, but so I can cast the Fountain also. But we need to leave up Seal Away. Xerox!
19 months, and with this last weekend, can life get any better?
Xerox took his mill deck to a top 32 finish at the Open, right? Top 32, 64, whatever it was good. So, well done, Xerox. Alright, this is all fine. I need to play another Nicol Bolas. It's fine. Let me dump the Tome here, I think. Or Tome. We have our Fountain of Renewal, Dawn of Hope engine going with Karn as well, so I don't think we need the card draw. I don't want the Immortal Sun or History at the moment, so I'm trying to make more land drops. I want to play Fountain. Seal Away is actually great. Powerstone Shard, I do want that card too, but alright, so we have Fountain, double Seal Away. So this works for me. They don't attack and make a token. If they do attack, we Seal Away. We get Karn going. Lunchtime. It is getting to be lunchtime. I'm getting pretty hungry. Thought Erasure. Yeah. Still got two Seal Aways. So we can Immortal Sun also to turn off the Bolas flip. And they don't attack here, we just Dawn of Hope, which is cool too, so. Alright, so do we draw a card off of Fountain or no? I think that's fine. If they flip Nicol Bolas, we just draw the Immortal Sun. Actually, I guess they can kill this. It deals 10 damage to a creature or Planeswalker. It's pretty annoying. Maybe we just try and draw a land. I mean, they have one card left. I'm going... I want this Powerstone Shard too, honestly. I'm going to draw a card. Okay. That plays. So now I kind of want to play Powerstone Shard, leave up Seal Away, and just draw the other Powerstone Shard with our Karn. Don't think Sun is necessary. I just don't think that the Flip Bolas is even that good. Duress. I mean, that's a tilt, obviously, but you can always get Sun next turn. They only have one card left. I mean, they're going to draw all their discard spells, you know. They're not going to be able to do much other stuff. So, all right. So upkeep. We want to do. I think we want to cast the Immortal Sun this turn. So we need 3, 2, 4, 5, 6. We're not gonna. No, we're not gonna pay for this time. All right. Now we can just draw off the attack anyway. So, let's scry. Like their last card might be a counterspell, but I don't think it's the end of the world. They seem to be F6, honestly, so. Memorial, sure. Guess I could have Sunned first to attack for the extra point of damage, but I kind of want to see what they did there, so. Alright, so we are turning off our Karn, but we are also turning off their Nicol Bolas flip, and making our tokens bigger, and making our spells cost less, and drawing 2 cards, so I think this is fine. Again, we have a slight, Nombo here, but I think it's actually really not that bad. And Golden Demise. Okay. This is a deck that I built. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. I call it Whiteout. I built it last night. I like Dawn of Hope a lot. I want to make a good Dawn of Hope deck. So it looks like we've made a pretty good Dawn of Hope deck. We have 4, 8. Yeah, you can guess the map too. All right. We can't scry. I'm gonna make tokens, but we can get the map in play. Oh, things cost 1 less. I'm so stupid. I forgot that part. There's so many abilities on this card. All right. In that case, we're going to just make a token right now, which is not ideal, but that's great. So now I can scry also. Sweet. This game seems exceedingly locked up for us. They are cast downing my soldier. So they still have removal spells in their deck, and they also brought in Golden Vise, which is interesting. I mean, Dispersal bounces the Immortal Sun now. It's fine. Bottom. Nope, not that one. Make a 2/2. We got that City's Blessing all day. Ixalan's Binding again? That sounds pretty sweet. Alright, let's stack. Yeah, this game feels pretty comically over. Urza's Tome. Alright, I mean, Ixalan's Binding. Eat that thing. I have 2, 4, 5 mana. Alright, so let's play another map. And we'll scry. Powerstone Shard to the top. Yeah, if they have Cleansing Nova, they win. It's true. Don't think they have Cleansing Nova in their deck. Sweet. That's more how we drew it up, you know? So that was pretty cool. I wouldn't mind shaving some Settles. We just don't have better cards. I mean, you guys can bring in the Revitalizes. That card's fine. Like, Settle seems bad. We have enough removal spells. Let's do this. Cloud Post back in Standard. Could have Thief of Hope, but we have plenty of removal, so. Jeskai matchup? I mean, obviously, all of our cards, you know, we can, like, play around it and stuff, and we'll figure it out. It's the first draft, folks, you know? Don't worry. Be happy. I mean, if you are not an old school Magic player and you don't recall the card Renewed Faith, that card was played in almost every control deck. It's 3 mana, gain 6 life, cycling for 2 mana, and you gain 2 life when you cycle it. That card saw unbelievable amounts of play. I think I like Binding on top. Binding just seems very good. Donation bonus leagues? I don't know, maybe next week. Survival Cache? Could be a cool card. Renewed Faith was just like... The thing is, I'm not saying Magic cards aren't a lot better now. So, I'm not saying every deck wants to play Renewed Faith. I'm just saying that the effect has precedent. And I played Renewed Faith in that blue-white cycling deck, and that deck was great. The Drakehaven deck. Yeah, but it wasn't actually played in Amonkhet. It was played a ton when it was first legal in Onslaught. Sure. What they take here will inform us about their hand a decent amount. Yep, Astral Slide. Look to Seal Away. That means they might have a Thief of Hope. That sucks, actually. Thief of Hope is really, really good. Another Powerstone Shard. I just got to keep that on top, right? I can't not keep that one. Please don't play Thief of Hope. Yeah. Alright, well, Thief of Sanity, whatever. Same thing. Alright, well, they got a turn on us. They get to steal one thing, and hopefully it's not good. Thief of Hope is a card from Kamigawa. It's really old. We are very soft to our own Ixalan's bindings. Thankfully, we have 2 of them in our hand. I can't use Dawn of Hope. That's nice. They bind a Powerstone Shard and a Revitalize. And they have a Duress. They have a counterspell here. We are probably dead. I mean, this card is just so unbelievably good. It's just not real. Yeah, I mean, we're just super dead here. We just obviously have a counterspell. Yeah, it's a pretty good hand from our opponent, I'm not going to lie. This card is really, really, really good. Like, this card is super underplayed in this format. This should probably be a main deck card. A lot of these actually just sideboard it as like a juke. It's not like we don't have kill spells. We have tons of kill spells in our deck, but this card hits once. It's just so hard to lose the game. It's unbelievable. Yeah, maybe we can untap and cast the Immortal Sun. Like, maybe we have a chance, but they stole my treasure map. That's mine. Alright, no counterspell, I guess, please. Alright. Because this is the best card like this ever printed by a mile. Not only can you, unlike Thief or Nightveil Spectre or whatever, you can cast the cards for any color. You get to choose the card you want out of 3 cards. That's insane. Like, they're just slamming our own cards against us, you know? It's just so good. Yeah, you can still cast the cards after it dies. Like, it's a Gonti every single turn, and Gonti was really good and cost 4. Alright. We need some help here. Big time. Our own history is okay. Alright. We're going to stack this Fountain. Like, they have another counterspell here. We can just never, ever win. Nah, we boarded our Novas out. We boarded out the Wrath effects. We have tons of spot removal. We have 1 Settle left, but... Alright. I'm going to crack this Fountain of Renewal and try and draw a card here and see what we draw. Get to flip map next turn. I mean, obviously our knights beat their knights in combat because ours are bigger because of Immortals. We're not like dead this game, but like it just feels, it's one of those hopeless feeling cards. What's up, Limit Break? What's up, P? How's it going, everyone? If you're tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. This is a deck that I built last night. Call it Whiteout. Just like a brew based around Dawn of Hope and stuff like that. Deck seems kind of sweet. We're 0-1. We lost the mono blue in the first round because I can never beat that deck without a proper sideboard, and our sideboard's not equipped for it. We're in game 3 against Grixis here. No, map is not like Jace Byron's Prodigy. Map is... They didn't map end step? Dope. Memorial to Folly? Sure. Oh my god. Like, this is just insane. You know? And the thing is that what makes Thief of Sanity so good is that it's so good against, like, they're using our cards against us, which are not cards we prepared for, you know? Well, Night Veil was good in Standard, but for us, because it was a Devotion card. Yeah, I mean, we're just stone dead here. Yeah, we're also going to deck at some point. We draw the card Dawn of Hope, we're fine. They bend a memorial and a land. Now they have their own Dawn of Hope. Doesn't even do anything. Oh, they have treasures. No, they can have white mana. We can't ever win. Alright. Well, that was tough. Game 1 was pretty awkward. In this game, we just lost the Thief. I mean, they just had a really good discardy hand. Obviously, a deck playing a bunch of discard spells and counter spells is going to be good against us. Don't think this Grixis deck is terribly popular. So you got to, like, hit the fringe of the metagame a little bit here. Again, I definitely built this deck with the top decks in the format in mind, being Golgari, Izzet Drakes, Mono Red. We've not played those yet, which is kind of awkward. So I think Thief, you need to defend it or play other threats, you know. But if Thief of Hope ever hits, it's just so hard to win. I think Urza's Tome is bad. We just have so much to do with our mana, it feels like. It's just not necessary. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with this main deck for the most part. But I want the 4th Seal Away. I just like the idea of being able to loot away our crappy Seal Aways and stuff in control matchups. But honestly, just Dawn of Hope plus mana seems good enough against a deck like Jeskai Control. Heh! Yes, you don't want a Thief of Hope Tristani. That is definitely not a good idea. I think Azor's Gateway is just not good. We have plenty of mana in our deck. It's the Tome will draw a card like every other turn. We have a lot of artifacts in our deck and stuff like that, so come on. I think Gateway sucks. It's just a bad Merfolk looter with no graveyard synergies. Flipping it's usually a dream. It's obviously fine. It's not terrible, but I just don't like the card at all. Alright, this is fun. Yeah, sure. Memorial to Folly. Alright, this might be a little green-black matchup for us here. Hello, Dawn of Hope. So, with Dawn of Hope on top, we're actually not going to cast Revitalize. We're going to save it. Because Dawn now, and then 4 mana Revitalize, draw 2 next turn. Save the Shard. Yeah, I like that. We're 0-2, but I think we've had 2 bad matchups so far. And this is our first draft. Deck seems sweet. We're still working on it. Alright, they got a... What is this so weirdly sized for? They got a land and a Fine Broker, which they bend. Do need to be aware of Vivian Reed. That'll be a good Ixalan's binding target. We can top this. Let me just bottom it. Yeah, let me get some action here. I think probably just neither is the correct answer in the Azor's Gateway versus Urza's Tome battle. Alright. And we do have Wrath of Gods in our deck, so... Stop trying to eat Burnsy! Is a Johnny's Pride Mate legal? I mean, yeah, but that's not really what we're trying to do here. I'll draw a card. Ooh, another Shard. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we're doing it here. Now I kind of want that other Revitalize back, but this is fine. Ooh. Okay. See, I think we're in pretty good shape here, honestly. We get to double Shard. And then go Nutso next turn. I think I just underestimated the amount of mana sinks this deck already has, so we don't really need the thing. Alright, so they have Orazca, they get to kill our Dawn of Hope. That's kind of a huge tilt, obviously. Also, Orazca, now they have Vivian. They get to kill our Binding, probably, which also sucks. So, we'll see what happens here. I'm not going to cast the Wrath yet. I'm going to wait. Boris Angel seems fine. I mean, Brad Nelson just top 8 of a GP with it, so... Fine Broker? Sure. Good Binding the Fine Broker so they can't cast it again. Otherwise, they're just going to keep looping them. And they have 4 cards in hand. I kind of like that. Try and set up a good Wrath. It's obviously bad against Vivian. If they had Vivian, they would have cast it already. I think we're going to pop the Fountain. We'll see what they do. If they are holding a Carnage Tyrant, we are going to probably die. But I should have tapped better. It doesn't matter. Can make tokens. Maybe I could have made tokens and waited, made some blocks. Yeah, obviously. Alright. Yeah, I mean, Vraska is obviously... That's one of the frustrating things about this Golgari deck is Vraska and Vivian just give it answers to literal everything. Which is really, really annoying, obviously. Dawn of Hope. Is that good enough? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Play Dawn of Hope. We can make 1 token. It will gain life. I think we are still alive, actually. Might actually be fine here if they don't kill this Dawn of Hope. Get back Chupacabra. Will they kill something? Make a blocker. We gain a life. I think we're fine. What's up, Max? GPU is fine. We're taking 5 damage and gaining 1 life. I think we're okay here. And drawing a card. Chupacabra. We're taking 6. I don't know why I was thinking it was 6. I'm stupid. I just miscounted. I was thinking it was 6 damage instead of 7. I don't know why. So yeah, we were exactly dead. The Immortal Sun's an important tool in this matchup. Alright, so kind of annoying. What's up, Brad? This is a deck that I built. It's not going very well. Looked pretty cool. But alright, so we're bringing in all this. And maybe this. Gonna cut the Tome. The Revitalizes. I think we cut the... We're going to be leaning harder on Immortal Sun. I kind of want to cut the Karns. Karn's like fine though. We cut like a Seal Away. Don't want Silent Gravestone. Gravestone's for the Drake decks, but it's probably just unnecessary and shouldn't be in the sideboard. I built the sideboard bed. Kind of want these Karns too, but maybe this wants a third Immortal Sun, because it just like seems so important. Yeah, I think we're gonna play Brad Nelson's Angel deck next league because I'm losing too much now and it's pissing me off. All right, we got this. Let's go. Keep. That's a lot of bindings. Yeah, if you're shooting it, we lost the mono blue in the first round, which seems almost unwinnable. And we lost to a Grixis deck. They used the backside of the new Preordain to bounce our Ixalan's bindings. Game 1 was a really, really awkward game. And then we just lost game 3 to like discard spell, Thief of Sanity, counterspell. And I couldn't really win, unfortunately. I was on top, I think. No duress is good. That is good. Not a great hand, but Cleansing Nova. Z, new sub. Z, what's up? What's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. Enter the Void. Fountain goes on top. Oh my god, there are so many stupid Orazcas, it's unbelievable. Why would they give this deck so many versatile answers to everything? Answer me! I think this is the very bad version of a deck. I think this card sucks, personally. But, like, our version did not play this Orazca, it didn't play Big Orazca. Played tons of Karn, Karn's Tyrants, and was really good in the mirror, but perhaps I'm assuming people will have good versions of things, and not bad versions, so I probably shouldn't do that. I mean, now they just cast a Vivian next turn and get the Orazca back, I'd probably just lose. What's up, my friend? Well, from France. Bonjour, mon ami. Favorite deck is Goblins. Puppy named Zozu. Favorite card, Kiki-Jiki. Sweet. Yeah, Brad, we all played Andrew's List. Or, I mean, mostly Andrew's List, yes. I believe I changed one card. If you want to know all about that, check out my video on CoolStuffInc.com. A link is in chat. Assassin's Trophy? Like, I think all these cards are actually terrible. Assassin's Trophy is just really bad in this deck. You don't want to give your opponent extra mana ever. Like, but je parle français un peu. Sweet. I guess we're gonna Binding Orazca again. Binding the Branch Walker and attack Orazca. Did I have a token in play? Because I was talking to Brad. It's all Brad's fault. That would have been a lot better, obviously. Sure. Probably need to... we draw a card here. We have 2 shots at a land. I almost don't mind drawing a card here. If we don't draw a land and our 2 shots at it, I think it's fine. We still survive anyway, so... Spyglass, Memorial to Glory. Alright. Memorial. I'll play Spyglass. Defend against Vivian. Their hand is Tyrant, Tyrant, Contempt. Sure. We're going to name Vivian. It's a little annoying, but fine. I think Doom Whisperer is terrible in Golgari. I think it's bad against actual everything. Oh, yeah. I mean, if we're looking for the record of most Orazca's Contempts cast on tokens, we're approaching that record for sure. Alright, so gain a life, we draw a card again. It is quite the never-ending stream. The thing is, like, if you're going to play the Carnage Tyrant deck, you just shouldn't be playing Assassin's Trophy and bad Orazca and stuff.
Give me
you know?
sugar.
Alright, so we're going to just draw creatures, start to play another one. And we'll keep gaining life, making tokens and stuff. Token. Yeah, that's fine. Just draw a card. The Immortal Sun. Bomb it. Now we're making 2/2 lifelinkers. And we have 2 shots at a Wrath next turn. They gotta be scared of playing the extra Titan. 4 mana of Orazca is awful, I think. And the other Orazca is better. But I think just playing more Carnage Tyrants is much better. So, alright, they kept the rest on top, which is pretty annoying, so we can't settle. I think we're making 2/2s here. We can't afford to draw. So no draw. Honor Guard. Right on time. The Hexproof land is not necessary because our deck is literally just Wrath of Gods and blockers and stuff and settles and so on and so forth. So sure. At this point, I'm pretty sure Dawn of Hope plus Immortal Sun is enough to win this game easily. Unless they've drawn like double removal spell, which is impossible because it's your duress. So, oh, I could have cast Honor Guard. Yeah, I forgot to cost 1. I'm dumb. That was bad. Should have cast Honor Guard. Could also have made 2 tokens at this thing, but I want the lifelinkers. I think doesn't really matter. Radiant Destiny? No. Yes, it is a mono-white life gain control deck. Alright, so they do that. We go to like 1, 3. I think it's no draw. Binding and map. Alright, play Honor Guard. Should play the same turn as last turn. Now you have a 2/4 in play. So we could just triple block and just give up our Honor Guard. I think I actually want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Like, they cast in the Tyrant, whatever, it's fine. Honor Guard's not even that important. Like at this stage of the game, we're already set up, so honor guards, whatever. This soaks up the most damage, gains us the most life, and lets us be reset for next turn. Oh, concede. Cool. Alright, so a little sloppy there, but fine result. Despite Orazca being really annoying, we're still good. This deck is built around Dawn of Hope, Fountain, Powerstone Shard. Mostly just a Dawn of Hope deck in general, honestly. Alright, this hand's fine. I mean, we answer all the Planeswalkers. Gain a little life. Gain a little life. And draw some cards. And draw some cards. Alright, let's just take a little looky-loo. Look at all the Orazcas. And Duress. That's a huge tilt. So... yeah, this Orazca is so bad. Like, how do you play this card in your Carnage Tyrant deck, where you're incentivized to sacrifice lands, but you want mana for Carnage Tyrants? You know? It's just terrible. They can guess the next turn, though. And if we don't name it... like, whatever we do here, we're kind of screwed. We have to name the bad one because they just kill the Spyglass otherwise. And if they duress us, it's also shitty. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Which one is it? Golgari Queen? So they are 2 mana off playing Relic Seeker. They Relic Seeker and they hit the Spyglass. I think we're kind of in trouble here, honestly. So they played a smaller one, and now this has been a very frustrating league. I built this deck with like certain things in mind, and none of those things are coming to fruition. I think that like all the Golgari decks should not be playing this card anymore, and probably shouldn't be playing like one of this card at maximum. But if they're playing all of them, it's just so much worse for us, obviously. Now, like, we just can't do anything. We're just screwed. Build the Drake deck. Mono red. We lose to all these weird decks. Because I can't kill the binding with this thing, so it's fine. Oh, Dawn Hope, sweet. Alright. That makes me happy. No Vivian Reed. Orazca just kills the Dawn of Hope. The Orazca just kills everything. Orazca's like, this card's just like one of the best cards possible against us. Just kills all of our important cards. Kills Seal Away, kills Dawn of Hope. Like, you probably need to draw the Immortal Sun or another binding before you even play these cards. I just don't think we can actually beat this card. make tokens. They can't even attack anymore. I mean, we're just super boned here. I don't think we have any outs. Yeah, we just died of Orazca. Tale of two stories on the stream so far. I played an elf deck that was built in a vacuum. Like, the deck just did not take the metagame into consideration at all and was very, very bad for it. This deck was built with the top decks in the metagame in mind. And we were just not playing against them. We're not playing against versions we expected. So, for example, my video is all about the newer versions of Carnage Tyrant Golgari, not playing bad Orazca, not even playing 6 mana of Orazca. I think playing one of those is fine, though. And playing a ton of Carnage Tyrants and stuff, not playing Fine Broker. And if people are still playing Assassin's Trophy and bad Orazca, then that's really, really bad for us because our cards are very killable. So, I don't know. Deck seems cool, but obviously not working out really well. It's probably a pile of crap. But it's worth trying, Obviously, I built this deck last night, hadn't played it yet. As I say here on stream, often, a lot of brewing, and most brews don't work. But only one way to find out is to play them. This hand seems great. I want lands. I've seen the budget mono white deck that went 5-0. Yeah, we lost to it with our elf deck because we didn't have any removal spells in our deck. Kind of like map here. I guess I can go turn 2 Dawn, turn 3 map. No, I like map here, so I can go next turn Powerstone Shard. Dawn of Hope is not necessary to get in play immediately. Kind of lucky. Go visit Holy Dive on Twitter or on Twitch. Tell yourself. Seal is good. Karn's going to bottom. We're going to play a Shard here. Take a hit. It's a map. What do y'all think so far? Does this deck suck? Does this deck have potential? Alright, so they're playing the Boros Brad Nelson deck. We're playing next. I think I just get the Dawn of Hope in play. I'm not really scared of either one of these cards. We'll have Seal Away at the ready too, so. Not to be rude, but at 0-3, it seems like it sucks. I went 1-4 with Dredge the weekend before Dredge destroyed SCG Dallas, and I was playing on a video, not on I was focusing on the matches and stuff too. Just because the deck is doing bad doesn't mean it's actually bad. It's likely it's bad, but it does not mean it is bad. There's obviously tweaks that can be made and so on and so forth. It's a very small sample size. A bad deck could easily 5-0. We 5-0 with tons of bad decks before. Alright, we're going to snap off the Danto Vanguard. Pilot error is also a problem, I lost fantasy football by 1 point. I'm now 5-2. Man, I should have Ixalan's binding that. We can bottom that bad boy. Dawn of Hope tokens are very good against Vanguard, so I meant to upkeep Scry. I was stupid. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I want to save its binding for a better threat than just the Angel. We're just gonna ship and say go here. Make a token. Make a token, draw a card too. What I play in Jersey? Check the link in chat. CoolStuffInc.com. Y'all are not going to CoolStuffInc.com enough. Once again, Article Friday, Video Monday. There it is. My video and ours is exactly the exact list of what I played is in here. It's also what Dan Jessup, Andrew Jessup, Ben Friedman, and Pete Ingram played. Alright, so that's cool. So they're not going to attack with the Vanguard. I get to make a token and scry now. This is great. No, we've not gotten wrecked by Cleansing Nova yet. Man, Ixalan's Binding, never getting cast by me. Bottom Memorial, flip that. Make a token. Pete top 32'd. Me, Ben, Andrew all day 2'd, but didn't have great day 2s. I had some pretty, we all had some pretty frustrating matchups and stuff. It's kind of like, it was not a great tournament. I was like 10-3 at some point. I lost my last few rounds. Alright, no Wrath of God there. Alright, so I guess we gotta guess Binding now at this point, so. Fountain's also fine. Necrotic Wound is really good in the sideboard. Very, very good. In matchups like this, it's also insane against the Drake deck. Ixalan's Binding. Okay. Targeting what? Dawn Hope. That makes life difficult. No, I lost some Golgari mirrors that I shouldn't have against older versions of a deck. I just ran bad. I lost to a Drake player who like had all 4 Phoenixes in play on turn 4 or something. Like I had some rough ones, you know. I think we just block here. Alright, so we need some help here. Binding's our engine card, which is obviously a problem. Our deck's still full of Wrath of Gods and stuff. We're drawing 2 cards a turn. What's up, Dan? Let's search for treasure. Rakdos? I'll mess around with it at some point. Too many fun decks to play, you know? Alright, that's pretty good. Immortal Sun? I mean, Immortal Sun's great, but not at the moment. I'll take Binding. Are we dead if we Binding? Actually, we're just dead if we Binding. Ugh. So we have to draw. It has to be Settle. Yeah. That's tilt. Alright, bottom. Bottom. That's a lot of cards we just looked through. Yeah. Ixalan's Binding on Dawn of Hope makes it hard to win. If I had Binding the stupid Angel earlier, or played up a second Dawn of Hope, maybe. I guess I could have played up a second Dawn of Hope and just insulated myself against a Binding. I just didn't really consider Binding, honestly. Kind of stunk. Alright, we want... I don't really want much, honestly. It seems like a pretty good... Like, if we can't beat this deck, then I don't really know what we're doing. You know, like, our deck's just all removal spells and stuff. I'll bring an extra Wrath, I think. Got one of these crappy Urza's tomes. Immortal Sun doesn't seem great here. They have their own Immortal Suns, though, which might turn off our Karns. So I think the 2/2 is fine. I guess it's fine. Yeah, like I said, this deck was built with this deck in mind and Golgari, like newer Golgari decks, mono red, and the Drake deck in mind. It seemed like we would have a good matchup against those decks. So, bind the binding. I mean, at that point we were just dead, right? Enigma Drake is still legal. Yeah, it was in M19. Honor Guard. What do you mean? In this matchup? Doesn't do anything. They play Honor Guard. Sand's fine. That's a keep. We got Dawn of Hope, Removal Spell. Should play the Void. Click too fast. It's fine. Boros Guildgate. Adanto Vanguard. Revitalize is pretty sweet. Binding's pretty sweet. Dumb angel thing. So now we have a few out. We could cast a Dawn of Hope to defend against a binding. We can just say go here. We're gonna revitalize, draw 2 cards. Yes, unlike most decks in the format, our deck seems good against Adanto Vanguard, which is cool. Healer's Hawk is a little too bad. Sure. Alright. Draw 2. Nova. I'm cool with the Wrath here. Oh, never mind. I have a tap land. I'm stupid. Alright, so you go. Now we're going to make a token. That's fine. We have our own binding, so it's not that big of a deal. Destroy all creatures. Why make a token? Because I gain 1 life. And gaining life is cool. It also incentivizes them to possibly not to play more into the Wrath. If it looks like we're making creatures and stuff, they might be more interested in doing that. Fountain of Renewal. Alright, so this is fine. We get the binding, they're binding, and just play Fountain. Get set up here. Now we got Wrath ready, we have Binding ready, Immortal Sun ready. We're a healthy 15. We only have 2 cards left. This is all feeling pretty good. Binding the Delira. mean, now they're just flooding now, so the game's just over. So Urza's Tome kind of stinks. Yeah, Tome's terrible. It's just a bad experiment. They can't even cast Binding anymore. If they brought in Cleansing Nova, do they even board Cleansing Nova? I don't think they do. If they Nova us, we're dead. I mean, what do you want from me? You're pretty sweet, honestly. I'd respect it. Gateway sucks. Tome sucks. They both should be in the deck. I actually want that. Draw more mana. They have 2 Cleansing Nova on the board. Well, that would be a huge tilt. They have their own Immortal Sun. How about that? I think no here. Draw. Double Shard. That's sweet. Alright. Play Shard. Forget that I have cheaper mana. Play another Shard. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 mana now. That's 2 tokens. Yeah, that's cool of me. All my cards are so tiny. Why is Powerstone Shard? Because we have the best mana sink in the format. We want more mana. Then we're going to block 1. Just gain life, draw a card. Activate map. Dire Fleet Daredevil. Oh my god. This is probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Might be time to hang it up, folks. I guess they're rebuilding pretty fine, honestly. I mean, they're going to have a Danto Vanguard. We get to, like, get everything back regardless. Which is like recasting Dawn of Hope and Fountain of Renewal. So it's not even that bad. At that point, we're so well set up that, like, you know, whatever. Just rebuild. Does make our own Daredevils quite the liability, but... Kyle! Sure. Sure. And we have Settle, so... There are so many angels. Alright, so they attack for 7. That's lethal. We have to settle now. Karn bottom. Gain a life. Probably should have scryed first, but I have my yield set. Ixalan's binding, it's not bad. Draw. I should have scryed there. It's fine. We have 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we were good. Alright, this is fine. So the Ixalan's binding. We target Aurelia or Resplendent. Does it give trample too? Only if it's red. So Aurelia itself has trample. This thing can pump though. It's +2, +2, +2, +2. This thing, yeah, it's actually lethal by itself almost. So I'll hit this. And we're still alive. We're not dead yet. Despite all the bad things that have happened to us this game, we're not dead yet. And we've got a number of looks at, I guess, Binding, Wrath, Settle, etc. It's a Mentor there too. That's still. No, thank you. Alright, well. Another Adonto Vanguard. Revitalize. Scry. Alright, that plays. Now I can pop this Memorial to Glory and block both these creatures as well. We're battling. We're battling. Memorial to Glory is quite good. Not dead yet. Immortal Sun, Fountain of Renewal. I don't think we're in Immortal Sun range yet. Revitalize. I mean, now you start making tokens and beat them, right? Like, we have 7, 8, and 2. It's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana left over. We get Immortal Sun and make 1 token. Then we can cast Revitalize if things go really bad for us. Did I miscount? Oh, I tapped the mana already. Okay. This is free, right? It's free. Make a token. Block the 4/2. They drew a Shock. They're playing Shock. Oh, we had our backup plan of Revitalize. It's not the end of the world. But that's a pretty big deal. That was why I felt comfortable casting Immortal Sun, because we had Revitalize in case they had a way to kill our soldier. Which seemed very unlikely, because having Shock on their deck seems ridiculous post-board, but they have it, so here we are. We take 7, go to 2. They have another Adonto Vanguard. Alright, now we 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 more land, and we can make 3 tokens a turn. Seal Away also plays. Powerstone Shard also play. All right, this is all great. I think this game is mostly out of reach for them now. I'm just gonna eat this now. This is a really against vigilance, right? That'd be a super awkward way to go. Alright, I mean, make some blocks. We're probably on a... We have a Cleansing Nova in our graveyard? We do. So we're on a Daredevil clock. If they can find another Daredevil, we're probably in big trouble. So we gotta probably kill them at some point soon. If I got the 2 rows here. No on the second one. Draw a card. Draw another card. Arch of Orazca. Put more stuff in play. 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. Ten mana. Okay. Dark Juggler, what's up, my friend? Have a good class. Seppuku. All right. Yeah. So Direfleet Daredevil. On Cleansing Nova. Do I have to board out my Cleansing Novas? That's a thing. I don't really have anything else to bring in. Like Shield Mare doesn't, I guess it stops history. Doesn't really do much. This is kind of gross. Honor Guard doesn't do much. Silent Gravestone doesn't do much. I could bring in like this. Like the Wraths are actually pretty important. We do need to Wrath their stuff, you know. Ugh. We can bring in history, I guess. We should bring in history. Gum the ground up a bit. Attack them, make their vanguards worse. Yeah, I mean, Gravestone stops Daredevil for 100 million mana. Like, oh, never mind. So it does the first part too. That seems so sketchy, but I'm down. Gotta cut one more card. It's got a Karn on the draw, I guess. Alright, folks. You wanted it. You got it. If only we had, like, actual, like, Fumigate or some other worse Wrath of God. Alright. If they have their own Cleansing Nova, we might just be totally boned. No Adonto Vanguard. Wowzers. Slowest hand of all time. It's been a rough league so far. It's been a rough one, I'm not going to lie. The deck seems cool, but I believe it is just not really there. Aurelia. Oh, that does have vigilance. No. Just be a stupid land. Cast my stupid cards. Oh, they don't have Lyra. Got something. Maybe. Maybe not. No, yes, maybe. Ixalan's Binding. Okay. Targeting what? I mean, I guess. Sure, whatever. It's annoying, but we'll take our own Binding. I think I want a Binding their Binding, actually. To keep that, to get that off the table completely so they just can't Binding us anymore. Not really scared of Aurelia yet. I like to keep Wrath of God equity if possible. Also make them think we have a Wrath so they slow down by time. The Immortal Sun. It's cute, but we need some gas, so. Settle the Wreckage. Alright, well, I like Binding on this Immortal Sun, because that card's kind of unbeatable. And I guess we're just might need to settle this Aurelia by itself. It's only 4 damage next turn, but most other things we can seal away. Maybe we just pop off here. Yeah, whatever. Don't want to get too low. And like the next thing they play, you can probably seal away. Unless they have another Aurelia, which would be annoying, but Knight of Grace? Sure. Seen better cards. God, Treasure Map's so good. Spell. Oh, what's a spell? Hey, we're doing it now. As long as I don't draw the stupid Destroy All Enchantments card. Just take 2. Whatever. Karn. Awesome. Combo. Fountain of Renewal. I can... that's free. It's free. Let's cast Karn. Whatever. Like, obviously it sucks we have the Immortal Sun in play, but whatever. They do cast the Destroy All Stuff thing. It'd be nice to have a thing in play. Probably gonna pop off on Seal Away here. Also just hit this first strike. Can't use Karn, folks. Gonna be sad they play like a Baneslayer or something now, but that's obviously annoying, but whatever. Alright, draw a card, and then a card, and then a card. Yeah, I mean, life's easy. We haven't drawn our Arch of Orazca very much. It's a card I was pretty excited about. Maybe they'll attack Karn. Yeah, it's soldier time. Sure. I think Memorial's pretty great also. Cleansing Nova. We don't really want that one. The Void. Shrug. History, blah, blah. What are my thoughts on the new Flyers mascot? The marketing team did a really good job because he's obviously very popular. Good job, marketing team. Alright, I mean, here we are. Let's make 1,000,000 tokens and kill you. This is how we drew it up. I'm not gonna lie. This is what the plan was when we built this deck. It worked. It worked. I mean, we beat Cleansing Nova last game. You know, so. Alright, there is hope. There is some amount of hope. If you're a student, you're welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. This is a deck that I built last night. I wanted to try and abuse Dawn of Hope and some artifact stuff. There's some bad stuff here, some good stuff in here. Excuse me. If you're tuning in, make sure you follow the stream. Of course, if you haven't followed, that follow button. Of course, also hop on Twitter. Give me a follow at JimDavisMTG. My goal is 10,000 followers for the year. We got 2 months left to get about 1,100 followers. So let's do it. We can do it, I believe, at JimDavisMTG. Information about my writing and streams and all sorts of stuff. Old school, Throwback Thursday. Who remembers the Hall of Champions? Raise your hand in chat. Without Hallowed Fountain, mana base doesn't seem as good. There's also no fixing for colors. How's fantasy hockey going? It's fine. Team's doing alright. This card sucks so bad. Urza's Tome was bad. That was a bad one. Flower, eh? Marc-Andre Fleury. Immortal Sun is definitely a techie new card, but I wouldn't be like super scared of it. They're not doing anything. Dawn? Oh, Dawn of Hope? I don't know. It could be good there. It's just a powerful card. This is super awkward. I also want to make a land drop here. I'm gonna loot. I want to say Revitalize to get to draw 2 off Dawn of Hope. So let's draw a land here, please. Tilt. Shall I? Sure. It is so awkward. Alright, whatever. Land drop, please. Thank you. Legion's Landing. Who can make more tokens harder? That's a lot of flowers. Tome seems bad, I agree. Again, folks, first draft of a deck, you know? Not going to get everything right the first time. Or even the second time. How about a land, please? Brutal. I think I might want one more land. We just can't afford to miss a land drop ever. Oh, they also have the Immortal Sun. Oh, this is the green-white tokens deck. Not tokens. It's like a... obviously we draw Karn. It's like a green-white something deck. It's playing Immortal Sun stuff. It's a deck. Yeah, just binding. We'll discuss the changes that would make to the deck at the end of the league. Like, it's turn 7, we missed 3 land drops already. That's, like, brutal. Just can't miss land drops like this. Saproling Migration. And then an elephant. Probably need to draw a Wrath at some point. Don't like the idea of settling all this stuff, really. I kind of have to, probably. And Shalai, too. It's cute. Oh, no, Kristani. Yeah, I mean, we got to draw some of our Wrath of Gods here. Alright, guys, chill out. I'm recording a podcast tonight with some of my good friends. I'll be on the, I forgot what it's called. Oh my god, they're coming for it. Alright, whatever, I guess. You can have every land ever printed. There you go. Have fun. Azor's Gateway sucks. Need less junk. More good cards. How many lands? I just give them 1,000,000. Here it is. I'm going to be a guest on the Brew Crew podcast. Andrew Jessup, Yogi Brown, and Gary. Few old friends of mine. Yogi used to be in a band with me. And then, of course, Andrew, who you probably know. I'm going to be guesting on that show tonight. What if you put 4 Frenzy in this? It's not really a Frenzy deck. A lot of reactive cards, you know? Alright, so we gain a life here. We can draw a card if we want to. I think we do. Making Karn. Karn plus. Just like make them attack that. We have bindings. This is fine. Yeah, we're definitely behind on mana, but I don't think Deafening Clarion is necessary. Doesn't really solve any of our problems. You know, like, and Banefire, I don't think we have a problem beating control, I don't think. Maybe we do. Oh god, what are they gonna do? You know, this is fine. They're gonna go for a small whatever it's called, March, that's fine. They kill Karn, but we should find a Wrath of God. That's what we're looking for. Wrath, settle, something. Shard. Need to at least like rep settle. I'm just gonna say go. They have a march here. We're probably dead. Nope. Okay. So got the player on settle, which is cool. Get to draw a card with Tome. We drew another Urza's Tome. Sweet. These are Karn cards, doesn't matter. Alright. Top card. They play a Shalai, we're dead. But I don't think it's really a thing we can afford to play around with. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. coming in for 10. We can draw a card with Tome. We can make a token and block. I kind of like just taking this, I think. It's fine. They're such a high life total, it's unbelievable. Discard the extra tomes, it's terrible. Draw a card. I mean, we are like drawing lots of cards, you know? I don't even think we want Arch. Let's get a Scry going. Bottom. Now we can settle and make a token. We could also just Ixalan's Binding the Tristani, which really shrinks their clock. It's kind of the same thing as we're kind of forced to play settle now anyway. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're just gonna play a map, I guess. Slaughter of a Strong? I don't think so. Now that we're at 7, shrinking for tokens doesn't matter, so. See how many lands they have left. Lyra Dawnbringer. Alright. Just looking for a Wrath. I haven't found one yet. That's pretty cool. New feature. Treasure map. Bottom. Well, now we're pretty close to dead, honestly. We can binding this Lyra and make some chump blockers, but we just can't find a Wrath of God. It's kind of annoying. We have 4 mana left to make a token. And we're dead. Alright. I mean, that kind of stunk, honestly. I feel like our deck just has Settles and Wraths in it. We like had to use Settle ineffectively, so we couldn't find a Wrath, and just never found a Wrath. If we have Settle, we just hold a Settle in our hand. I guess if they have Settle into Shalai, we can't win, but yeah. Didn't seem easy, that's for sure. Don't think I want history. Yeah, this is all fine, I guess. Yeah, there's an argument that you could like put the Fountain, Dawn of Hope, Revitalize engine into blue-white control. That's something I would like to try at some point too. This deck is not really working, unfortunately. Despite how cool it seems. I'm just gonna keep whatever. We have a Wrath and a Void. Void. Yeah, tomes are bad. Now it's going to be all lands and wraths. Last game you couldn't draw lands or wraths. This game we're going to draw all lands and wraths. Let me just bottom it. I should need some gas. Guaranteed drawing a land next turn. Like 110%. Adonto Vanguard. That's a problem. Yeah. Moto Shuffler, real funny. It's hilarious. Look how much I'm laughing. Jesus Christ. Well, it's a good hand. This game is curved out. 1, 2, 3. Vanguard is annoying, and all these cards are annoying. That's a pretty good draw, actually. I can buy that. Set up for Immortal Sun or Wrath or something. Lord Draken, what are you doing? The site's not ready yet. Don't post that link. Doesn't even exist yet. Nothing there. Oh, we have Knight of Autumn too. Yeah, this deck just kind of sucks, I think. There's too many answers for all these cards. Like, they have Adonto Vanguards, or Wrath doesn't do anything. They have First Fort also. We have to Wrath because of these stupid tokens. This sucks. Doesn't actually go live in 6 days. Goes live when I get around to working on it. The timer is just a placeholder. I'm excited about the site too. We're just not there yet. Alright. Well, it was fun while it lasted. And by that I mean it wasn't that fun. Decks seem really cool. I don't know. Like, there's always some cool stuff happening. Urza's Tome was terrible. Honestly, I think Karn... The problem is I think Karn is really good in this deck, but I think Immortal Sun is also really good in this deck. I wish I could play both. Like, I would play 4 Karn, 2 Immortal Sun if, like, Immortal Sun said you can use Planeswalker abilities if their name is Karn. You know? Like, there's just too many answers to all of our crap, it feels like. Powerstone Shard was good. Like, if they kill our Dawn of Hope, it sucks. I don't know. It's a cool idea. It's probably not good enough. That's all I really got. You know, I'm happy we tried it. But Marble Diamond would be great. Yes. That would be a really good one. That's a 2 mana rock for white. I mean, our lands were good. Our memorials were good. We never really used Arch. We never drew it. But Voids are really good. Plains are good. Never had any mana problems. Fountain of Renewal, Dawn of Hope's pretty sweet. Revitalize is fine. Seal Away is good. Yeah, I just like not... there's just too many incidental answers to all the things that we're doing. I don't know. It's worth trying. What are you going to do? So, if you're watching on YouTube, the video will end. The stream will not. So if you're watching a stream, stay tuned. Otherwise, in the YouTube, sorry, folks. I tried. All right. Yeah, YouTube. Make sure you follow. See you guys later.